Today's class is about cellular respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So what is cellular respiration? Cellular respiration is breakdown of food to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy in cell is called cellular respiration. So it is one of the very important and essential process that should take place in every living cell. So during cellular respiration, so what generally happens during cellular respiration, carbon dioxide, water and energy are produced. The carbon dioxide which is produced is eliminated. Among that, 3% of carbon dioxide is stored in the blood plasma. Remaining carbon dioxide is stored as carbonates and bicarbonates in our body. Rest carbon dioxide is eliminated through lungs. Water which is formed by the process of cellular respiration is stored in our body. And energy that is produced, it is stored in the form of ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. The chemical equation for cellular respiration is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 gives rise to 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy. Energy is produced and stored in the form of ATP. All living organisms, that is unicellular or multicellular organisms, this organism has to carry this process. Okay, and this process can be carried in presence of oxygen or it can be carried in absence of oxygen. So prokaryotic cells, which are unicellular organisms, they carry this process in cytoplasm. Eukaryotic cells carries this process in cytoplasm and in mitochondria. So let us discuss now in detail about this process of cellular respiration. So this process of oxidation of food, that is breakdown of chemical substance, that is breakdown of chemical bond which is present in the glucose, it does not happen in a single step process. It takes place in several small stages. Like the first stage is glycolysis, then glycolysis followed by Krebs cycle, Krebs cycle followed by ETC, electron transport chain, then by oxidative phosphorylation. So these are the different steps that takes place. So at last then energy is released in the form of ATP. Okay, so it means it is very clear that this cellular respiration process does not take place in a single step, it takes place in several small steps. Now let us discuss the pathway of cellular respiration in detail. So pathway of cellular respiration. So first glucose converts to pyruvic acid. It is stage 1. So it takes place in cytoplasm of a cell. Okay, pyruvic acid is a 3-carbon compound, glucose is a 6-carbon compound. Glucose converts into pyruvic acid. Then pyruvic acid converts, okay, gives different products like carbon dioxide, water and energy in presence of oxygen, and pyruvic acid gives lactic acid and ethanol in absence of oxygen. So let us discuss what happens during in presence of oxygen in a cellular respiration, what happens in absence of oxygen during cellular respiration. So the cellular respiration process which takes place in presence of oxygen, such a cellular respiration we call aerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration, it occurs in presence of oxygen. So during aerobic respiration, carbon dioxide, water and energy are released. Large amount of energy is released and it takes place in plants and animals, higher animals. So whereas anaerobic respiration, when we talk about anaerobic respiration, it occurs in absence of oxygen. It produces lactic acid, ethanol and carbon dioxide and energy. Very small amount of energy is produced. And it occurs in bacteria and yeast. As we discussed that during aerobic and anaerobic respiration process, different products are formed. And when we talk about aerobic respiration, in an aerobic respiration, large amount of energy is released and which is stored in the form of an ATP. As large amount of energy is stored in the form of an ATP, so hence mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. So you can imagine You cannot imagine that how much of energy is stored generally. That is, one ATP molecule gives you 7200 calories of energy, and overall on oxidation of one glucose molecule we get 38 ATP molecules. So it very clearly shows that huge amount of energy is released during aerobic respiration process. Okay, so this is how the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration takes place in different organisms, and you have to remember aerobic respiration takes place in both cytoplasm and mitochondria, and whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in cytoplasm. And as I said you that bacteria forms lactic acid, you have to remember it forms lactic acid, and whereas yeast forms ethanol. The formation of ethanol by yeast, that process we called a fermentation process. Okay, it is called fermentation process, which is performed by yeast. So this is about aerobic and anaerobic respiration. It's a block diagram of showing breakdown of glucose molecule, and another block diagram showing a pathway of cellular respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic. So now question comes, can be energy released in absence of oxygen? Yes. In our daily life we do different types of activities like walking, riding a bicycle, jogging. So during these activities, after some times, what generally we feel pain in our muscles. That pain in our muscles is due to a store of lactic acid. The lactic acid which is stored in our muscles, if they are produced rapidly by the muscle cells, they are removed only after the exercise. Okay, so the sugar in the muscles are changed to lactic acid, and the energy which is stored in the lactic acid molecule is less than in the sugar molecule. So from the above, thus we conclude that after doing vigorous exercise like running, jogging, the lactic acid gets stored in our muscle cells. It leads to muscle cramps. Okay, so this is about the cellular respiration. Hope you have understood this topic. If you have understood this topic, please like it, share it and subscribe it.